Yes, guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, the Game On Challenge with Matt. And as you can see, this is going to be a bit of an extended one. I've decided to, I was going to stream, but the stream was fucking me off. So I thought I would just record the session. I mean, we've been playing quite a bit today, but we've still got another hour or so. So I figured I'd record it and let you guys watch a little bit of live play. But more importantly, is to give you a bit of an update. Now, it's been a while since the last proper update. We had some special update which saw Matt leave to go to Russia. So let me show you where we were at with Russia. Oh, that ain't right, is it? I just need to get to a Russian team. Fucking hell. Just need to get to a Russian team. Can you believe that? Fuck yeah, what a twat. Why didn't I just do this in the first place? Jesus. Do you know what? I don't do things easy, do I? Fucking hell. So Matt had moved to Alanya. Now, he has left. You can work out he has left. And he left at the end of the season. And the end of the season was November. Now, let me tell you how it all finished. Because they weren't all on the same day, which was a bit bizarre, really. So, Matt ended up losing the title, believe it or not, to this team. If I don't pronounce it correctly, fuck you. Rostelmash. Now, Matt's last game of the season, he was here. Now, had he have drawn, he still would have lost the title. I should point that out. But he lost it anyway, so it was irrelevant. Rostelmash won the title. And that was the end for Matt. I mean, Matt had finished, he was in the UEFA Cup. He finished 4th last season, and he got into the UEFA Cup. He got knocked out. It was a season from hell for him. And I say it was, because it wasn't long ago. He was furious because had he have even drawn that game, he'd have lost the title on the heads-up matches. Although he had a superior goal difference, it's based on heads-up matches if it's tied. So he was fucking seething. But it was weird that they didn't play on the same day. So we saw Matt lose his game, and then we had to wait for Saturday. We watched Rostelmash's game. We didn't watch it live, but we saw the result come in, and he was seething. I tell you, kid you not. So Matt has left. And I knew he would. He wanted out. I mean, in all fairness, Russia was never on the agenda. It was never really on the agenda of this game. It was actually supposed to be Scotland, but it was a stupid mistake from me. But by the time it was a stupid mistake and it was already worked out, we'd done well. So we left it as is. He has left. Where's he gone to? Are you ready for where he's gone to? He's returned to not a team. He hasn't returned to a team. This is a new challenge for him. But he has returned to the Premier League. He's returned to the Premier League, and Matt has now taken the reins at Portsmouth. A bit of money to spend. He's made his 7 signings. He took over the 7th of December, I think it was. I will double check that though. Yep, there it is. Real quick blast at his 7 signings then. He had a few good players. I won't say it was a great setup. He had a little bit of money, nothing massive, but there was one major reason that Matt decided to leave, I feel, and I think this is probably justified why he's left. Not because of the new challenge, but because, and if I go to it, I'll show you it. Let's go to the overall nations. This is why Matt left. This is what Russia was doing to him. 138 now. He wasn't good, and then about a few days later, Matt goes, "Fucking, I'm down to fair." So he's down to fair, which is just fucking ridiculous. He is still very good within England, which so far this season for Matt, it's been a bit of a tough season. He's been knocked out of the FA Cup, and he's lost his last league game. He hasn't won in his last 4 league games, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got some work to do. He really has. And let me remind you, with the coefficients in England, it's only top 3 for Champions League. In fact, rather than me just say that, let me just fucking go to it. The coefficients in England. My objective, of course, is to do with the coefficients. And we are up to 7th, are we? Yeah, I think... I can't remember where I was. Right, okay, so... 3 and 3 for UEFA. Now, 3 for the UEFA is the League Cup and the FA Cup, and whoever finishes 4th. But of course, if someone's won the League Cup, that's in Europe, it'll go to the next best placed team in the league. For the FA Cup, it'll go to, if they're already in Europe, it'll go to the runners-up. So it's going to be very difficult for Matt to get into Europe. He needs to get into Europe now, despite what we say about second-rate UEFA Cup. this, you know, if we're talking coefficients, you need to get into Europe somewhere along the line. Now, I don't think Matt will be here long term at Portsmouth. I think this is just a stepping stone. He did apply for the 1860 Munich post and didn't get it. And I think that was really the turning point for Matt when he didn't get it. And when he said to me, he goes, "Fuck me." I went, "What's up?" He goes, "I applied for 1860 Munich." And I thought he was going to say he's been offered it with a ridiculous amount of money to spend or something like that. And he said, "I didn't get it." I was like, fucking hell. So from my own point of view at Benfica, I think we landed Barcelona in the first phase. They won it last season after beating us in the semis. And I was really pissed off. I was so pissed off. And as you can see there, we lost to Barca. We did win the cup last season. We had a really good season, in all fairness. We had a fantastic season. You could argue what's left to do at Porto. What's left to do at Benfica? Well, as I said, it was all about the coefficients and trying to build them. And I think we have built them. We've certainly built them. And you can probably work that out since the 1 minute, guys. Yeah. I'm checking it now. 13. Okay, I'll do it now.
Okay.
Thank you.
I couldn't get to it.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I've got it. I'll sort it. Thank you. Right, guys. This is my condition of doing a long video here. Is my wife's gone bed and I need to acknowledge any of the children because sometimes I like to isolate myself when I do streams, which is a little bit cuntish. Would you not agree? Yeah, I don't think Matt's going to be here for the long term. I think I probably am at Benfica whilst I'm working on his coefficients because, in fact, I've got a screenshot. Now, bear with me, guys, because I've got a screenshot because I took a picture of the coefficients like a fucking geek I am. Yeah, we were 9th. So we've gone above... Now, this is interesting. Let me go back to that coefficients. This was at the start of the 71-72 season. So this was only a few years ago. And we were 9th. This is what confused me, you see, because basically we took over at the end, towards the end of the 70-71 season, and we finished 8th, you may recall. And I thought, right, we were going to go up to, and I remember reading, it was 2 for the Champions League, 4 for the UEFA, and 2 for the Intertoto. And I was confident we'd get the Intertoto. And season started, so it did the turnover, the updates and stuff, and it said we were 9th, and it said 2 for the UEFA and 2 for the Intertoto. So obviously Portugal as a country went down on the coefficients over the turn of the season, which was based on, as you know, coefficients is based on how the season, how teams from Portugal do in Europe. So we weren't in Europe. Now the following season, we actually, although we won the title, they went back up to 8th place above Turkey. So let's just have another look at that. They went above Turkey and into 8th place, which of course raised the UEFA back up to 4. Funnily enough. And now we're up to 7th, it looks like, because we did well last season. Now, funnily enough, right, Belgium, yeah, I'm just looking at the picture. When I took over at the start of my first full season at Benfica, Belgium had 2-5-2. They had 5 in UEFA Cup. So that's interesting, isn't it? I wonder if we're 5 in UEFA. That's fucking stupid. 5 in the UEFA Cup. So what if Belgium made it to the top 4? That's ridiculous, isn't it? Now I took another picture at the start of the 72-73 season, and we were 8th, and Turkey had moved into 7th, and Belgium. Now this is brilliant. Belgium were 9th at the start of the 72-73 season. Belgium were 9th, and it was 2-2-2. So that's fucking crazy, isn't it? Anyway, that's the coefficients for you. But as you can see from England, there's some work to do for England. So we've got I think our reputation has certainly increased rapidly. Last season, or the last 2 seasons, winning the title domestically, the reputation's done well. And I think the Champions League. My objective in the Champions League last season was to just not disgrace myself, get out the first phase, hopefully into the second phase, and maybe even the quarterfinals. Well, you know what? We exceeded expectations last season because we knocked out Roma. We knocked out Roma in the quarterfinals. was delighted with that. Was really pissed off with going out in the semis because it was on away goals. But you know what? Fair enough. We won the cup. We're out the cup early in this season. We got knocked out recently, actually. Where was that? Let's just go to that. Yeah, we got knocked out in the quarterfinals. But you know what? I can deal with that. So what we need to do very, very quickly now. Oh, would you believe it? It's an 8-game ban. Do you know what? I thought to myself, it shouldn't be because it was only a push. You know, the 8-game bans, I've had 2, and I've seen it with a couple of others. 8-game bans when it's a punch, thrown a punch. Fucking 8-game ban, that's why I could probably appeal it. That has really fucking pissed me off, that has. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I mean, fortunately, it's only going to be on the league, so it is going to be available for the Champions League. Now I think that is either Alex or Rivaldo. I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure of the figures, but I think that's one or the other. But either way, he's going to come back in now. Atara started to get himself a few games now. Managed to really go through all the contracts and get everybody. My goalkeeper. Let me show my goalkeeper very quickly. You may recall this guy. His first fucking injury. Someone with an injury prior to 17. I thought he was 18, but I was clearly reading loyalty. That was his first injury that he's recently had. So I was a little bit fucking annoyed by that. And obviously my little fucking youth team goalkeeper is injured as well. So my backup goalie's been awful. He really has. Okay, let's get straight into the next league game. And I've just realised something. Right, okay, it's going to be a weak team there. Save the players for the best game. Excuse me. Right, we are winning. Now Braffan was my main striker last season. And to be fair, he did really well for me. I knew he'd get unhappy. Oh, for fuck's sake! This bastard, right? This bastard's already had a red card. He's caused me issues. Great player. Look at that for a player. But he's caused me a lot of issues. He has recently taken a new contract and sort of taken himself off the market and stuff. What was it now? I thought, he was out for a month. But I thought he had a longer ban actually. But it's just, do you know what? I'm going to be so pissed off if that is a fucking push or a punch. Because, you know, this is what turns me away against these sort of countries. When you're getting 8-game bans for little things. He hacked him down with 2 feet. That should not be that should not be a free. That should not be anything more than a 2-game ban, maybe 3-game ban. I didn't even see that. PSV jobs was available. Ajax became available, and they announced the PSV manager was their new manager, as you do. So 1-game ban there. So let's just hope that nothing more. I don't think nothing more should come from that, to be honest with you. Oh, we've won the title as well. Oh wow! So 7 league games to spare, and we have won the title, which is brilliant because right from the off we started really well. We won our Charity Shield, if that's what you want to call it. But for me this season was to... What? Why? Come on! Fucking hell, I'm not selling anybody because it's taken me a long time to get my contracts done and I don't need the money. I do not need the money. I mean, there was one player I lost out on contract. My money's gone back up to almost 800 million now. And yet we spent a bomb this summer, 55 million. Let me I need to keep an eye on something, guys. Nothing CM related at all. Oh, they've dismissed it. They were always going to, weren't they? Okay. Come on, Matt. Good luck. Come on, Matt. You can do this. Home to Southend. He needs a little bit of luck. 8 games to go. It's looking bleak. It's looking bleak. I mean, the FA Cup exit, I think, will have really hacked him off. Even if Martins is fit, which he will be, I'm not going to play him. I'm going to play a complete weak team in the next game. For the simple reason, I've still got an element of some real shit players. I should pre-warn you. I've certainly got some real fucking awful looking players. For the simple reason, oh man, look at that. Look at this. So Cruz is 3-game ban. Ribeiro 5-game ban. That's fine. I've got this guy here that I think is Barry Ferguson, but he's just not done it for me. He's not done it for me at all. So I'm actually going to play him in defensive midfield. Yeah, we've still got quite an element of some shit players. I think, you know, as much as that might sound silly, and despite the money, with our cap 6 signings, you know, that is, you know, our rule states. I'm going to give a couple of right, yeah, these guys, I mean, they're not the greatest. These are squad players, and this is how me and Matt have played the game, to be honest with you. We lost Mario, was really fucked off. We weren't signing a new deal, and we lost him. I am going to try something, actually. I am going to try and play that guy. Oh, let me show you something, actually, right? I'm going to show you, so Finnegan, that is, I believe that's got to be Stephen Reed. And I'm actually going to play him there, and McCarthy, I think that is Robbie Keane. Now, I haven't really tried, Robbie Keane's not really been doing much, so I'm going to try Robbie Keane up top, which is probably where I should have started him in the first place. But when you've got the strikers at my disposal that I do have, you know, you're not gonna drop Crespo for Robbie Keane. Looking good there, Matt. Looking good. Is that Eric Backer? It's because I said Robbie Keane. I thought Eric Backer. Fucking idiot. Anyway, yeah, he's looking really good. Southend. Let's see, where are Southend? They are in the bottom, but you know what? It's a morale boosting victory, and I've no doubt Matt will apply to go for the Intertoto Cup. So fingers crossed there, Matt. You could get a backdoor entry into the UEFA Cup. Let me just check something for you here, Matt. This is quite important for you here, Matt. What I'm going to check, if you haven't already. Oh no, it's about to take place now, actually. So Newcastle against Arsenal in the League Cup final. Now that's important as to who. That's going to be really important, because whoever wins it, it really will determine where they finish in the league if they're going to be in Europe. And that, of course, effectively will affect Matt. So I think Arsenal are higher. They're all quite... So Newcastle have done it, and that's not what Matt wanted. Newcastle are 9th at the moment, and they will be in Europe next season. He'd have wanted Arsenal. There's no doubt about that. So that's one of the UEFA Cup slots. Okay, here we go. Second string team before a mouth-watering Champions League quarter-final. Here we go. Do you know what though? I know you could argue. I still get really pissed off in the Champions League first phase. First phase? No. No, it was last season. I think it was actually. I'd won my group, second phase, but I'd won my group. And I played Ajax in the last group game. Played a second string team, or semi-second string, and we lost 4-0. And I was really, that was a good comeback. I was really pissed off. And a similar thing happened here with Roma. I knew that I had to sort of, I knew I could afford to drop players. Look at that. That's the first time I played Finnegan right behind the front too. Got to be happy with that, anyway. Probably going to give him a bit more game time there, actually. So, So yeah, so let me just remind myself now. So they're doing that with Roma. I analysed when I was playing Roma. I thought, do you know what? If I win the group, I can end it with a tough tie. I've had tough groups, so I deserved a bit of luck to get someone what I feel might be a little bit easier. But that could be irrelevant. I know, no disrespect to Real Betis, but this is only a computer game. Fuck you, Real Betis. I am going to fucking destroy your asses. We've got to do this, guys. We've got to do this, but. In order to keep the game flowing, I'll try and give you some more of an update as we go along. I think Matt won the cup with Alina. I'm sure he did. Let me try and get my way to Alina and see if he won the cup last season. I'm pretty sure he did. Let's try and refresh myself now. I haven't even sorted my team out yet, have I? No, he didn't. Of course he didn't. Now, back in '72, that's when Matt was lucky to qualify for the UEFA Cup directly, because this team here, Omax, had already qualified for Europe. No, I've got that wrong. Sorry, I apologise there. I've got that wrong. It was Rosselmash, because this hadn't been updated yet. The cup is still going on. Domestic cup for Russia goes like the FA Cup. So, yeah, I've got that wrong way around. It was Rosselmash who won the cup, which made Matt qualify, which was really, really important. Okay, here we go then. No fucking around now. Martins is back. Martins is back. What a fucking goalkeeper he is. But I dropped the ball because I probably wouldn't have bought him with an injury prone like that, in all fairness. Montes will be on the bench. Philippe, you can just go back into the resis now. Oh God, this is absolutely huge. I'm going to go with my strongest setter by far. Joseph's been brilliant for me, really has. Corolla has been brilliant for me as well at right back. George, I'm not sure if he was really. I think it was Corsi actually. Corsi weren't going to be my main number one because I'd spent a lot of money for this guy. In fact, if I remember rightly, we bust the wage structure for this guy. So, really, you know, I'm going to let Roberts come in actually. I think Finnegan's a bit of a risk. Finnegan's a risk. I think I've established he needs to play beyond in the hole. I cannot take the risk. So, which one? I've got to make sure I don't get the wrong Rodriguez there. We've got to put the Rodriguez's back in, haven't we? Braffin will start. I think what we should do is maybe, I'm saying about, right, okay, I think we'll do that. And now, so Cruz, Julia, and Carlos, there you go, all sorted. And Mackenzie got me a 9 just then. That's important, that's funny, isn't it? Mackenzie getting me a 9. Very, very important. Right, here we go then, big game then. The Champions League quarterfinals, Real Betis against Benfica. I'm keeping it on fast play because that's how I play CM. Okay. Not happy. Not happy with this at all. 86%. I'm actually going to give Finnegan on that striker. I'm going to give Finnegan a shot and bring Hector Rodriguez up top. Hector Rodriguez, Matt bought him at Man United, and then he was unhappy after Matt left, so I swooped in for what I think was probably my best signing. I bought him at the start of the season, but I've actually given him a new contract. We needed that away goal. Away goal is massive. Could do a second. There you go. Yeah, we gave him a new contract. We gave everyone new contracts just after, well, where I could in January, because it's all about, right? It's all about looking for the future. In terms of my tactic, guys, so I'm playing what is my original setup of Boom. Now, I should say I tested a tactic of Gary Johnson's, and I think the problem I think I've got no reason to believe it won't work, but I think maybe I just don't have the players for it. So, and that tactic, where was it? Tester, there it is. In fact, no, Gary Johnson might not want me to show you this actually. So actually, I'm not going to show you it. I'm not going to show you it. Okay. But it was probably a silly thing to test it on this sort of game. I won a game, wasn't convincing, but I thought afterwards it's not worth the risk. So, we landed Barcelona in the first phase, and of course they won it last season. They beat me. I was well pissed off, and we lost our opening Champions League game, I think, didn't we? Let me just go back to the start of the Champions League. Yeah, we lost it to Juventus, but then we grinded out some results, and we've had a good run. I mean, we've had a fantastic run, fantastic season. I think it was probably expected, given the players that we bought. And I remember midway through last season, I said to Matt, "You won't believe this." I mean, what? I went, "I can now spend up to 40 million." It came up in the corner when I was on my short list. 40 million. I thought, fuck me, but I can't buy anyone because I've made my 7 signings. And with the window opening, in June before the update, I couldn't buy any players. But with that in mind, there is something I can do, and this is something Matt can do as well if he wishes. In fact, I'll do it whilst Matt's got his game. Let's just see now then. Let's just check something first. Right, we're going to play a strong team here. No, we're not, because we've got players suspended all over the place, haven't we? So let's give Robbie Keane, we'll call him Robbie Keane. Okay, so, yeah, that will work for me. So what we can do is we can look at players available unprotected, because they won't arrive, 32, they won't arrive until July the 1st. See, what a player. I remember, I'm sure, did Matt get him? Oh, can't remember. Oh, another good goalkeeper there. Left back, Paul McMillan. He's quite decent, isn't he? He's decent, isn't he? He's 29. Do you know what? He could be a real quality left back, but he is 29, so I'd only have him for 2 years, potentially. Jimenez. Do I need a striker? He hasn't really set the world alight with the season, so I'm going to pass on that for the moment. No, not good enough. No. No. No one really sticks out, do they? I mean, Paul McMillan, I like the look of him. I really do. And he's very prolific, so I'm actually going to chuck in a bid here. I'm only going to chuck in a bit of squad rotation, though. I don't think we should be pushing it. It's going to cost us 3.6. Okay, Matt, looking good. Looking good there. So I'm going to play a strong team. I'll tell you for the reason is because if I had a Champions League game next, then I wouldn't, obviously. But, A, we're playing Porto, and as you know, there's a lot of rivalry between Porto and Benfica. But B, the next game, Varzim, that's an even bigger game. Varzim are probably my bigger rivals. But that is before the Champions League. I'm not taking any chances on the second leg against Betis. It will be, I say weakened team. It's, you know, we are going to probably play McCarthy up top again, or Bradford up top maybe. You know, I want to give, in fact, you know what? Yeah, I want to give these guys a chance to prove for next. It's more for next season. That's the short and long of it is. Players like Hayden, Arthur maybe, Balog. You know, we're going to get 7 signings in. That's a good result. That well done. But you know, some players probably will not be part of it. 6 games to go. So, Matt, can he make that top 3? I think he probably needs to look at. I mean, let's just have a look now. Then we haven't looked at this, have we? Let's have a look at the FA Cup then and see who's in it. This is important. Leeds, Tottenham. Now that's important. Oh, do you know what? It's just fucking gone, isn't it? Leeds and Tottenham are in the FA Cup. Now that's important because let's have a look at the table. I'm not even going to go through any of this fucking news. I think I need to do a big scan on the computer. So we said Leeds, Tottenham. So, okay. So Matt, you're in shit here because even if Leeds win it, because it's the FA Cup, it goes to the runners-up. So it'll go to Tottenham regardless. Tottenham will go into Europe next season. So that tells me, fucking hell, Matt, I think you've got to make 4th, and then you've got to hope that the Intertoto, you can get the Intertoto Cup. I mean, I've seen it. I saw it on, I think it was on this game. It was on this game, I'm sure, when Matt was Chelsea. He finished 5th, and he didn't get into Europe. Now, the only way that can happen, to finish 5th and not get into Europe, is for that exactly what we've just seen there. The coefficients is down. They've only got 3 Champions League and 3 UEFA Cup, and 2 of these UEFA Cup go to the relevant cup winners or runners-up if it's the FA Cup, and whoever finishes 4th. So, okay, well, who knows? And yet, ordinarily, you could, it would probably be top 7 that would get into Europe ordinarily, because they would normally win the cups. Okay, straight into this next game then. Let me just check something then. So what we've got 6 games left. So Rodriguez is suspended for the rest of the season domestically. Cruz is out for 2 games. Ribeiro is still out for 4 games. At least they'll all be fucking fighting fit for the new season. because they'll all probably be part of it, to be fair. 0-0 at Porto. Not really happy with that first half performance. Not happy at all. And we've got a pause on the game. We don't like pauses. There we go. I had a few pauses tonight. Okay. These pauses get on my tits, to be honest with you. And I don't actually know what the pauses are. We're getting them a lot lately. It's not the internet. It's not the computer. And McCarthy, do you know what? You are going to be nothing but a bit part next season if you don't get your arse in gear. Okay. Rodriguez, Hector. Oh, what motherfucker! Can you believe? You just know it's going to be a long ban. Oh, would you believe it? Would you believe it? Pushed. So you just know what that's going to be, don't you? You just know it's going to be an 8-game ban. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Do you know what, right? I would love to win the Champions League because... Right. I don't even want to see the news. I don't even want to see the news of that. That's just fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Oh, Macmillan's agreed. Okay, I mean, I could pull out of that, obviously, just to remind you on some rules. As long as I didn't beat Okay. Well, that's something. That is something. I guess. So that means he'll be ready for the new season as well. I've not really changed my formation all season, so I know Matt's perspective of the red cards and when you're hard tackling, but hard tackling, there is a reason teams do hard tackling. There was a reason Roy Keane went in hard, because he probably got more successful tackles than he did cards for his hard tackles. We're really hoping to get the season finished tonight, me and Matt, all being well. Just need to check something on my phone, guys. I'm keeping an eye on something. That's not going to help me. Okay, stop waiting for me there, guys. Sorry, apologies. And why is that there? Okay. Okay, that's all good. Alright. They won't. Oh, hang on. They dismissed it. Yeah. I just thought of something actually. Mackenzie. Let me just check Mackenzie. What did he get me? Got me a 7. I think that's Barry Ferguson regen. And assuming it is, then I know he's a fucking beast on the ODB, Barry Ferguson. And it doesn't work like that at all in the futuristic side of things on the game. Okay, so time for us to set ourselves up a complete overhaul team. The little Resi goalkeeper will start. I'm going to give Braffen a starting berth. McCarthy, McCarthy, you'll be on the bench. Finnegan, you're not really doing it, so I'm going to give Balog a chance. Give him another chance at Hungarian. Half tempted. No, not Balog. I meant Arthur. Fucking idiot. Right, okay. I think Finnegan's going to be on the bench. Now let's see. Defensive. Okay, so Hansen. Now Hansen looks a shower of shit. No doubt about that. And I put him in the reserves a couple of times. But he came in and he did. 16 games over there. 7-9-4. Came for 4 games last season. So I was a bit reluctant to fuck him off, to be honest with you. So I'm going to put Roberts in. We'll put where's... Oh, shit! Oh, I didn't realise he was... didn't realise that he was, Hey? What the fuck's happened there? Have I agreed a deal for him to go? How on earth has that happened? I didn't think so. I don't understand how that's happened. I really don't. That has really fucking pissed me off. That has really fucking annoyed me. I can't work that out. So, oh Matt, well that's a fucking great result, Matt. You needed that. You still got a bit of a gap though over Arsenal. Honestly, I'm a little bit fucking stumped. I'm absolutely stumped. And truth be told, I'm fucking pissed off as well. Right, okay, so let's put Mackenzie back in over here. We're going to give these fringe players, I think, another little bit of action. Should we give Hayden a chance? Passing 13. I want somebody with a relatively good set of passing. So we're going to have Hayden in the middle. Strideston. Edwards, yeah, definitely you. And Helder. And we'll just put Carlson there. I tell you what I need to check, really. I think I need to check how much he's going for. He's going on a Bosman. I don't understand. I knew Bayers was going. Do you know what I think? Correct me if I'm wrong here. I mean, clearly, I know I wouldn't have agreed a deal. So he's going on a Bosman on the 23rd of June. Okay, so, I think I can see. Well, this is fucked. This is fucked, isn't it? Because, look, I gave him a new 3-year deal on the 2nd of January, which stayed as the 23rd of June, 77. But I would imagine, somewhere along the line, did he accept that contract and at the same time agree this fucking deal? Well, what can I say? What? I mean, you got to think to yourself, right, 73 seasons in, the game is going to throw some fuck-ups to us. You know, we've seen a few. Excuse me, we've seen a few. Alright. Straight into this. I'm going to stop the video after the Champions League, guys, just so you know. And I think what we'll do is we'll go as far as the Champions League semi-final. And look at this. I was actually pessimistic about this, given the lineup and them being in second. Well, they were second, weren't they? I can't believe that with that. I can't believe that completely. I really cannot. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go as far as the Champions League semi-final draw if we're in it. If we're in it. That is a fucking great result. Braffen, 2 goals. Love it. I gave him new contracts because of our self-imposed rules of 7 signings. I don't get rid of my squad players like you would normally because you can only have 7. So I want to keep a good squad depth of at least some semi talent. Like all those youth players that I've got coming in, they're fucking awful. Okay, toward to now then. I mean, I'm actually quite content to get to the semis of the Champions League because then I would have matched what I did last season. I'm not so fussed about the domestic cup, but I'm just a little bit. I'm a little bit stunned, truth be told, by that Champions League. I really am stunned by it. We need to start thinking about sorting our team out. As I said, earlier on, I was really pleased to. I mean, look at that. Hansen got me a 9. I was really pleased to have got Bettis, and I can't grumble with that. Okay, I think Roberts is going to be the man. I think we've got our next left back coming in. I think De Oliveira is going to be in the middle. Cruz will start. Junior, Di Oliveira, Carlos, and I think Hayden. Fuck's sake, how many times have I done that? And we can welcome back Juan and Hector. Hector and Juan. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to put Stridesman. I think you deserve a place on the bench. They've dismissed it. Of course they have. They dismissed them both then, didn't they? So he's going to serve. He's still got a 2-game ban to go, which is fine, you know, because that will be done before the end of the season, which is really important. Okay, here we go then. Good luck, Matt, on your game at Wolves. We'll keep an eye on Matt. Stridesman, Bruffin, okay. Absolutely fucking huge game. This is the match. Are you right? Right. Okay, 1 minute, guys. Just bear with me 2 minutes. Right, okay, sorry about that. I just thought, right, I never really thought about this before, but when I want to say give me a minute, right, I just put the fucking mute on. Why have I never fucking done that before? Okay, here we go then. Benfica, Betis. 2-0 up from the first leg. 2 away goals, which basically means Betis are going to recently need to score 3 goals. Well, they will need to score 3 goals now to advance, providing I don't score any more. But more importantly, we are winning 1-0. Junior, 85%. I'm not going to take that risk. I'm going to put on Otara, who has earned his place. He's earned it. I am going to take Corralo off precautiously on a yellow card. I don't want him missing the semi-final. Okay, here we go. Get in there. That's what we need. And we are going to advance to the semi-finals again. And let's see who's going to be there then. Who do we want? So we've got Atletico Madrid. We've got Roma. And we've got Dortmund. Now, who do I want out of those 4? I'm glad Bayern didn't get through, because I wouldn't have wanted Bayern at all. So I'm probably glad, you know, Roma, Dortmund. I think in order, I think I'd want Atletico Madrid, or probably Dortmund. I mean, Roma thrashed us already. Roma are fucking lucky, 88th minute goal, but was that their goalie? Fucking hell, you lucky bastards. Let's have a check on Matt, see how he's getting on. 1-1 at Wolves. Come on, Matt, you can do this. You can do it. And also, Matt, hurry up, because I need a piss. And the last thing people want to hear is the sound of me pissing. Right. Yeah, so I started streaming tonight, and I just gave up. I gave up with the stream. It was just fucking around. Matt's losing. It was just fucking around. Right, I can't actually hold this, guys. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Right, I'm back, and I can't even. I missed how Matt got on, so apologies on that, guys. I don't even know if I left it on. If I left it on Matt's team. Actually, I've just thought of something. I've just thought of something really, really important. Oh, he lost. Unlucky, Matt. Fucking hell, Matt. You got well and truly outplayed there, didn't you? Now, next thing is really important for you, Matt. In fact. So Liverpool have just they've just advanced to the final of the UEFA Cup. Now, providing they don't fall out the top 5, which you wouldn't think they would you? So I believe that will give an extra place. If they win the UEFA, no, it won't. I got it wrong, because if they've already finished in the UEFA Cup spot, it won't. No, I don't think it may. I think the only way that happens, it's a bit like when you have top 4 in the Champions League and the winners finish 5th. The winners of the Champions League finish 5th in their league. It then becomes 5 teams. Right, here we go. Are we ready for this? Are we ready? Oh, it's already been done. Ah! Matt must have pressed it. We've got our Fleco. Okay. Okay. You have to stay tuned now, guys, for the next update, because the next update is going to be the conclusion of that Champions League, there's no doubt. That's it from me, guys. We are going to continue playing. Until next time from me, guys, take it easy.